Guys, Full Metal Hell here. Real quickly, I just want to show you what comes in this box. It's really quite a nice box too. This box, it's Halloween, 6-axis gyro. It has a really cool skull on it though. The skull is really, really cool, I thought. Nice box, you know. A lot of thought, went into this design of the quadcopter and this box. Is pretty nice. I've already been in here, so just to make it a little faster, to show you what comes in this box, guys, I've already opened this up and kind of pulled a few things out. So we're going to go ahead and slide this out of the way and move the box. Alright, over to the side here. Alright, so the controller. Briefly, we're going to go over the controller. The controller looks pretty cool too. It says Halloween, has like these two little eyes. Looks very, it fits the theme for sure. And, Halloween happens to be one of my favorite holidays. So this is really a cool little quad. This is courtesy of Gearbest. They asked me if I wanted to do a review on this, and I said, sure, why not? I looked at it, I said, wow, that's pretty cool. Because I had seen where guys were making these, and putting it on YouTube, just making their own version of this. Well, this is the first one I've ever seen that comes ready to fly like this. Something I think the rate button, guys, from what I've seen so far, is this button. You can click into, I believe it has 3 rates. You click into your higher rates by using this button. This, I believe, controls the light on the skull. This, it beeps. It was your flip button, but I don't believe it actually works. There's like a little jack here. It's like a headphone jack. Not really sure what that is. Maybe for charging your batteries. This does take 6 AA's, which is kind of unfortunate. That is a lot of AA's, but 4 would have been better. But maybe that'll help with the range. This has about 100 meters range. And I'll be honest with you guys. Okay, so here's the controller. The motors on this are the same motors that are on the Tarantula X6. So they're very noisy motors, very noisy. Alright, anyway, here is the control booklet. The 1031 skull drone. That's what I'm calling it. The Halloween drone. Just your basic booklet. Give you a little separate thing here that shows your props, your A and B, what side the A and B go on. And they give you 2 red and 2 black. Actually, they give you 2 sets. They give you an extra set too, but they give you 2 red and 2 black in each package. Each package, and you get an extra set of props. All right. Just how to put your battery in. This you actually do have to unscrew. There's 4 screws that you have to unscrew on the bottom here to get the battery out and in. And it does have the same funky connector like the I believe there was a JGRC quadcopter. Kind of looked like the Scout X4. I forget the name of that quadcopter, but it had the same end as this here. That's the end. It has that little funky end right there. But the battery for this is it's a 2-cell, 950 milliamp 2-cell, guys. 950 mAh 2-cell. All right, that's the battery that it comes with. All right. The booklet, just like I said, just your basic booklet, explains. I believe this does have headless mode and all that stuff, but I think I'll be using that. This is more just to fly around the park and scare people, kind of in close. You're not going to go too far with this. And actually do have spare parts too in the back here. Just notice they have extra. You buy the skull head, the clothing. It says clothing, I guess the material part. Huh? Pretty cool. That's cool. All right. That is the booklet, or I should say booklets, the one that shows you how to do the props as well. It's cool. Go ahead. Like I said, you get 2 sets of props, a spare set. In this package here, they also give you something which I thought was kind of cool too. There's a spare gear. They give you a spare gear, guys, which I thought was cool. And this looks just like the ones for the Tarantula, by the way. This is the same gear. I had bought a bunch of spare ones for my Tarantula, and these look just like them. These look exactly identical. And like I said, these are the same motors as well as the Tarantula. So, neat. They give you extra props. They give you a USB 2-cell charger, just a regular old USB one. All right, regular USB 2-cell balance port charger. All right, and here's the ghost drone, guys. Here it is. So this is the skull. There's like I said, this button on the upper shoulder. I believe on the left-hand side controls the lights for the skull. All right, and don't forget to get into your higher rates is actually this trim switch. I believe this is a trim switch. This is how you get into your higher rates. Yeah, a lot of people couldn't figure out how to get this into a higher rate, and they're having a hard time flying it in the wind. From what I've seen. Oh, this skull is actually held on by 2 zip ties. If you guys can see that, there's one here and one here that actually holds this whole skull on. All right, the battery case, like I said, is screwed on. So in order to get your battery in and out, there is four screws that you're gonna have to undo. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws to get your battery inside of here, back under this plate. Well, I kept it loose, loose enough where I could slide this back in. But now, to go fly it, I have to tighten these back up. So, there you go, guys. That's how that goes in there. And so, stand by for the flight. We're going to have a little daytime flight in the wind. It is kind of windy today, so we're going to have a little daytime flight. And then we're going to have a little nighttime flight. Woo! So, stand by, guys. So, all you do is you plug in the battery, and you turn the remote on, and it automatically links. You don't have to go up and down with the stick or any of that stuff, and it automatically links to the quadcopter. Something else I did find out too, this button on top, it blinks. It'll either blink or it'll turn the light on the skull. This is your rate mode, actually. Something else I found out, guys. If you want to go into higher rates, there's 3 of them. Well, you've got to click it up. Yeah, 1. Yep, so there's 3 rates. We're going to go into 3rd rate since it is so windy today. And we're going to do a little bit of daytime flying around, and we're going to do a little nighttime flying. Let's see what it looks like. So I'm in 3rd rate, though, so I should be able to fight the wind. Hopefully. I am full pitch, though. Full pitch into the wind, guys. This is very similar to the motors on this and the gears are very similar to the Tarantula. Even sounds kind of similar to the Tarantula. Ooh, well, it sure is windy, guys. Try to bring it down here and see if we can turn around and just have the wind blow it back. See if we can scare her. What do you think? She's too scared of our ghost drone. Oh God. Like I said, the wind's just beat it up today, guys. But extremely windy day. But it does look pretty cool. Like I said, this is very similar to the Tarantula motors. Actually, it's the same motors as the Tarantula and the gears. So it's a little noisy, similar to a Tarantula. Trying to fight the wind, and I'm trying to face it towards us so we can see what it looks like. But it does look pretty cool, though. Oh, and that does happen sometimes. I've seen a couple other guys have this problem where the sheet actually gets wrapped up a little bit in the props, but it don't hurt anything. These are pretty durable quadcopters, guys. These props are like super durable, plastic, flexible. So we're gonna fly this around at nighttime too. When it gets dark here, because the head does glow green, which is kind of cool. Or you can even make it blink with the stop light up here. I said, the wind's speeding up there. Very windy still. As you can see, I'm full forward pitch. Oh man, this goal looks pretty cool. Does look pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool idea, actually. Turn around. Does look pretty cool.
Right? Especially with forward flight.
Yeah. Cool idea. Actually flies pretty good, you know, when the
Wind's behind it?
yeah, when the sheet don't get caught up in the, you know, 'cause it is a fairly big quad out there. It's a pretty big cross too. Alright, cool. Happy Halloween, guys. Peace out.